Hey guys, we're back with another election prediction video. This time we have John Fetterman from the state of Pennsylvania versus former President Donald Trump. Now, the only way Fetterman becomes the Democratic nominee in 2024. Hey, this is not even the right map. Nash presidential, come on. There we go. I noticed the numbers were off and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, let me fix this. John Fetterman. Now, about John Fetterman, the only way he becomes a 2024 nominee is if, and only if, he wins his Senate race. He desperately needs to win it to be the nominee. That's like a must for him to even have a chance here. So, it's really going to come down to that. And currently, he looks like the favorite in the Pennsylvania Senate race. He's currently leading by 4 points, and typically every poll, sometimes as much as 6 or 7 points. Because Dr. Oz just seems to be an extremely weak Republican nominee. Now, Dr. Oz still isn't out of the count yet, but it's looking like it's John Fetterman's race to lose. It's looking like he is the favorite there. So that's why I'm doing this prediction, because I do so far think he really has a 60% chance at victory against Dr. Oz. So let's get right into this prediction. Now, the first few states I'm going to raise Colorado and New Mexico. I think he'll probably win these both areas by around safe margins. He's pretty much a standard Democrat, probably a bit more left than the average one, but he is very populist, which is a huge plus for him. And Virginia, I think he'll probably carry by around an 8 to 9 point margin. In the states of Ohio and Iowa, I believe it or not, I think he's the right type of Democrat to keep them from becoming safe red states in a prediction like this. In the state of Texas and Florida, however, I don't think he has the best outreach to Latinos, so I don't think he's going to win either of these two states. In North Carolina also, I don't think he has the best appeal to African American voters, especially in the South. And in Georgia, I even think he would probably end up losing that state by a pretty narrow margin. Let's head to New Hampshire and Maine, which I think he'll carry New Hampshire by a pretty decent margin. Same with Maine, and I think Maine's second to get a bit more competitive, but I still think it'll be a Trump victory nonetheless. Nebraska second, I also think Fetterman has pretty good appeals there, and I think he'll probably carry it by a lead margin. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, I would say Fetterman would probably win Minnesota by around probably a 6 to 7 point victory margin, I would say. Michigan as well, I think he would perform pretty well in. We'll come back. Pennsylvania. We'll come back to Wisconsin later. Pennsylvania, it's Fetterman's home state. I expect him to carry it by around 2% against Donald Trump. I think he'll perform pretty decently across the state, even in the rural areas, and maybe he has a real chance of making it likely if he really does well against Trump. I'm going to say it's probably a 2.5% victory for Fetterman in the state of Pennsylvania against Trump. Now in Arizona, Nevada, he doesn't have the best outreach Latino voters, which is why I think he'd probably... Nevada, I would say it'd probably be a tilt margin. I think a lot of Bernie supporters would still come out in support of him, or a lot of progressives in Nevada that live there will still come out in support of him, but it'll be a lot more closer with Latino voters moving more to the right. Arizona, I think Fetterman might be too left to win the state of Arizona, which is why I narrowly give it to Donald Trump. Now the state of Wisconsin, I think Fetterman would be able to win here with his populist appeals and Midwestern outreach. I do think he probably has the Midwest unlock against Donald Trump, just because I do think Fetterman's a lot more populist than Trump. Has a lot more populist appeals in him in the Midwest area. So that's my election prediction is John Fetterman versus Donald Trump. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.